I've never been to heaven, or at least I don't remember visiting heaven recently. But by way of parable, by way of moshel, I can imagine this happening in Shamayim. Hashem, God, calls in the Satan, who's the Yetzer Hara as well, and who's the Malach HaMaves, the angel of death. And he calls him in for a reckoning, and he tells him, Yetzer Hara, Satan, you've not been doing a good job recently. Do you know what's been happening in my world? Thousands of people are celebrating. What are they celebrating? Daf Hayomi. 100,000 people in one place and thousands more around the globe are celebrating what? A Daf Gemara, my Torah. Drosha events around the world. Halacha. What are they celebrating? What's connecting them? Just the Torah. The pulse of the Ribono Shel Olam, his Torah. Then we had recently in New Jersey a Kinyan HaMasechta event. 1,000 balabatim, unconnected at the beginning of the evening. What's connecting these people? What's making them dance together? What's making them hold hands with each other? What's making these people so connected in such a passionate way, in moments, is my Torah. Where have you been? You're not doing a good job. So the Satan, the Yetzer Hara, turns to the Ribono Shel Olam and he says, they have music, food and drink, celebrations, an evening of enjoyment, stadiums, travel so easy. It's so easy to get there. Just book a flight and you're there across the globe. Americans in Eretz Yisrael in America and England, across the globe. Anywhere there's a celebration, so easy to join in. So easy to join hands. So easy to join together when thousands of people are saying, Amen, Yehi Shmei Rabbah. Give me a chance to take that away from them. To take the ability of hundreds of thousands of people joining as one. Give me the chance to take away thousands joining together. Give me the chance to take away the ability for hundreds to join together hand in hand. Give me the ability to take away the chance for 10 people to stand in a room with a Shliach Tzibur and say, Amen, Baruch Hu Baruch Shemoy, to listen to Kriyas HaTorah. Give me that ability of that social life of shul, of chaburas getting together to learn with a Magachia, Daf Yomi, a Drosha, a Kinyan Masechta. Give me that ability and let's see them what they're like. And Hashem turns around to the Satan, fine. Take it away from them. And I'll show you what my people are like. Nothing stops them. As it becomes more and more difficult to travel, as it becomes more and more difficult to gather in groups, there's still minyanim here and there. Is it still legal? Can we still get one in the garden? And there's a many Shmirabah coming from different gardens. And when that gets more difficult, there'll be davening Friday night. Yes, they'll miss a Ahavas Yisroel, warm davening of a Friday night, but they'll sit at home and they'll sing Lecha Doidi to the best of the capability. They'll daven 3 times a day, and the chaburas and the minyanim will continue as individuals. The chaburas will continue. Conference calls, overloaded. How many people are connecting? How many chaburas are continuing? With people insisting, because when you take it away from us, we persist and we ultimately prevail. In this week's Parsha, it says Vayikro with a small aleph. It's a small aleph in Vayikro. Moshe Rabbeinu wanted it to seem as if it was chance upon meetings. It wasn't an organized meeting between him and Hashem in his humble way. But perhaps, homiletically, we can see a different idea here in the Vayikro. Vayikro is a warm calling, Hashem calling Moshe Rabbeinu, Vayikro el Moshe. But sometimes it's in Vayikar, a krirus, a coldness. Hashem is there, but there's a feeling of distance. The aleph, that small aleph, if it's saying Vayikar, it's a chance upon meeting, what's the point of having the aleph but in small? If it's there, have it big. Sometimes the obvious reading is Vayikro, a chance upon a meeting, a cold meeting between Hashem and his people. But the aleph of Vayikro, the warmth and the connection and the closeness, is really still there. Hashem is there waiting to see, what are you like? What are we like? When it doesn't say Vayikro, when we don't feel the closeness and connection of the Vayikro, Hashem calling us, what do we feel then? And we have to know that it's always Vayikro, even when it seems and feels like Vayikro, that coldness, that distance. It's still Vayikro. It's Hashem seeing how Klal Yisroel is beautiful, how Klal Yisroel will hold hands even when they can't, how Klal Yisroel will hold together even when they're apart, how Klal Yisroel will persist, how Klal Yisroel will persevere, and ultimately, Be'ezras Hashem, prevail. So this Friday night, where once again we will be apart, we will know that the Vayikro, the being apart, has a Vayikro, has a small aleph where Hashem is watching to see. There's a warmth and connection behind the Vayikro. Let's remember that as we once again daven apart together. Good Shabbos.